2 cups of tea, one for you and one for me. Drown out the pain from polluted acid rain and flaming gasoline until we're clean. 2 dead police, one for hope and one for peace. Watching government lies leak into your empty eyes from the TV. And winner's history. 3 dead police, one for thanks and 2 for please. In every single town, every officer is down. All dead police, all dead police. Anxiety, another gift from you to me, and so every...
The Lily Project is a project dedicated to my niece who lost her father to a drug overdose. It is to help anyone and everyone recover from drug addiction and to help myself. We'll start off. I have 58 days clean and sober. I graduated a recovery program in Indian Head, Saskatchewan, Canada, called Pine Lodge. And I was a IV drug user. I was slamming crystal methamphetamines. And I had gotten into some pretty heavy shit. Throughout a few of my blogs, I will kind of touch base on how my recovery is going, some of my stories on how I got to where I am today, and you guys will get to see my spiritual growth, my falls, my failures. Pretty much, I'll let you into my life and tell you how horrible or how good I'm doing throughout this whole process. I got out of Pine Lodge about a month ago. I got in there due to my IV drug use. I had tried other detoxes and rehab centers, but none had worked. I wasn't ready. If any of you have anyone out there that is suffering from drug abuse and alcoholism, pushing them into something that they're not ready for, it's impossible. You have to be ready, and the honest truth is that some of us will die. It's not a pretty thing. Some of you have had people that have died. I know I've buried a lot of my friends. In drunk driving accidents, in ODs, asphyxiating on their own vomit because they just didn't fucking roll over. People have gone missing, people have been murdered. And that's the way it works. Cut and dry, no bullshit. People die. So I'm just sick and tired of watching myself go down those tubes and do nothing about it. I always thought that maybe, I was special, that I deserved something more, but life really didn't fucking care what I wanted. And it kept showing me the signs to follow the right path, and I decided that my way was the only way that I was going to do it, and that no one could tell me to do anything different. That was the wrong way to do it. I white-knuckled sobriety a few times. White-knuckling is just doing it on your own. It doesn't work. Until I could actually surrender and just stop fighting. Stop trying to do it my way. Until I did that, until I just stopped and asked for help. That's when things got better. I had been at one point hanging out with some people, and one of the guys tried to set my girlfriend on fire, and I didn't give a shit. The drugs and the alcohol took away any emotions that I could have had for anybody else. I didn't care about myself. I didn't care about her. I didn't care about anybody. I have a 4-year-old daughter that saw me more high and drunk than sober. I actually saw her more when I was high and drunk than I do now that I'm cleaned up, but that has nothing really to do with anything. I lost trust. I lost the trust. I lied, I cheated, I stole. I was violent. I did whatever I could to get my drugs. I didn't care what kind of horrible things I did to people, as long as I got my drugs. It's simple and as easy as that. I grew up in an RCMP home. You'd think that would have made things better. It didn't. I rebelled. I didn't make things easy on myself. I ended up in Vancouver, Lower East Side, Hastings, doing heroin, crack cocaine, crystal meth, and I loved where I was. For some reason, my disease told me I loved where I was. I didn't need to get out of it. It was an adventure. It was crazy. It was a good time. A lot of people died. I was around a lot of death. I know a few people that were in rooms where they just watched people die and didn't do anything about it. At one point, I was trying to get rid of a body that wasn't even a body yet. They were still alive, and I didn't want them to fuck up my high. If they died, then that would screw up my high. The cops would come. I'd probably go to jail. Screw that. Fuck. Get rid of the bodies. So, I mean, it's just, that's the way things work. Today, though, because of my rehab, because I was willing to give up fighting against it and just go with the help, I have emotion again, and that's why I'm making this, to help. When I was in rehab, I met up with an old buddy that is now my sponsor. He was an old using buddy, and he gave me this thing. It's his 1-year token. He gave it to me for good luck. He said that I can give it back at the end of my 1 year. It'll be 60 days on Tuesday, and I'll get my key tag. Got my 30-day right here, and I'm happy. I'm happy that I have it, my 1 millionth chance to turn it around. I know this is kind of a rambling thing. It's my first one, so they'll get better, I promise. Just leave you with a note that in our day-to-day lives, we can only do so much. And if we focus on helping ourselves get better, show love and compassion, not lie, cheat, or steal. Take a moment to breathe. You can start your day at any time. Restart it. Take a nice 60 seconds with a deep breath. Calm down. We can make it. Have a good night.